Well, good afternoon, everyone. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, members of the graduating class, faculty, friends, and most importantly, obviously, the graduating class. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the privilege of addressing you on such an important day for this group and for your family. By the way, you're typically told to turn off your smartphone. If it's a bell phone, you can keep it on. And if you don't have a bell phone, you need to leave now. So other than that, I will now keep going. You know, we really have a diverse group of graduates today from business and economics, computing information systems, math, human resources, marketing, and warm to my heart, entrepreneurship. All disciplines, in fact, that touch the company that I operate every day in our work life. Now, it's been a few years since I graduated, like all of you. In fact, it was 1984. Just to put it in perspective, LeBron James was born that year, Prince Harry, Mark Zuckerberg, Katy Perry, but maybe most important in this audience was the Apple Macintosh computer. And all of those folks have gone on to achieve incredible success. But one thing that's changed all of our lives, and most importantly for me, in 1984 was actually the mobile phone. So after I graduated, I chose to actually work in the banking industry, which was a great experience and a great education for someone to understand that a bank is actually the last place you go to get a loan to start a business. And you see, I wanted to start a company. As I understand, some of the graduating class today will have aspirations today to do, or in the future for sure. So fast forward to 1985, when wireless in Canada was officially launched. Wireless phones were £5. Trust me, the coverage here in Peterborough would have been pretty suspect. And the product was thousands of dollars. So I left this job in banking, and I left for this new world of wireless. I became president of a wireless startup company and assembled a small team, but we dreamed really big, and I was in my mid-20s. We believed in the potential of wireless, and you know, a real message for everyone graduating today, trust me, folks over 30 didn't believe in the potential of wireless, and so if someone puts in front of you an opportunity for something new, take the risk, because I've never had to look back because of it. We named our company ClearNet. We moved into a real fancy office. We actually started this company in a construction trailer in Pickering. It was very cold, and there was about 8 of us. We acquired 25 small wireless companies because no one understood the industry back then, and acquired what is known as wireless spectrum today, the real estate of the industry. We started the company in that garage, and we sold it to TELUS for $6.7 billion in 2000, the largest acquisition ever in Canadian telecom. And that company now, or some of you probably do carry the product, and I still have a soft spot for it, is TELUS Mobility, which is still using that animal future-friendly branding that we designed 25 years ago. And the real important message for the folks today is that teamwork, with a team, you can do literally anything and create big results. Here, obviously, at the university, you've worked with diverse teams, and I can tell you, if you look around with the folks with you today, they will matter for you the rest of your life, whether or not it's classmates, your professors, your friends, and your family. You will find you will work with all of them somewhere, or many of them throughout your career. I still work very closely with many of the folks I went to business school with. In fact, I even have someone who's an executive of mine with Bell, my partner, who I went to high school with just down the road in Port Perry High School. I work with a lot of business grads. But the important message I want to everyone here today is to realize that engineers, scientists, HR, mathematicians, artists, healthcare workers, lawyers, computer geniuses, all those parts build up corporate Canada. And to be successful in the business world, you actually need all these skills that are different, not skills that are all the same. 10 years ago, we began the transformation of Bell, again with a new leadership team. Lots of new ideas. We wanted to reinvigorate this company. And it's an important company to Canada. 1 out of 390 Canadians today work for our company. So the success of that company was critical. We thought it had lost its way, It may have been the largest communications company, but had a lot to do to begin to be friendly back with the customer. And we've made great progress over the last 10 years. We needed a growth strategy, but we needed some entrepreneurs. We invested billions in fiber networks. We're actually putting fiber right here in Peterborough. And we made many acquisitions such as CTV and a number of other organizations, including Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment and ownership of the Montreal Canadiens. And when you own the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens, you think you are perfectly hedged as an owner, and then along come the Winnipeg Jets. Another example of great teamwork coming together was the transformation with the launch of Bell Let's Talk. We launched that initiative 8 years ago. Mental health was an issue that lived in the shadows. There was a lingering stigma around mental illness, unlike any other concern today or any other illness. Since the launch of Bell Let's Talk, we've seen real measurable change and awareness and action in mental health, and right here at this university. It's been a real team effort to make it happen, not just within Bell, but with close partners of every sector of the community, healthcare, corporations, competition, the competitors of ours, the government, communities, and individual Canadians, most importantly. Everyone on that extended team was required for us to achieve the progress that we have made. So, to my fellow graduates, you will live your life as part of a team. And a few words of advice, if I may, on how within those teams you may want to be effective. One for sure is show up every day if you are leading others. It will be a real challenge, trust me, but you owe it to yourselves and you owe it to the teams that are going to rely on you. You really need to trust yourself. No one is going to tell a kid from Port Perry that he can start clarinet, become CEO of Bell Canada, and create a national charitable program that affects the country. So trust your education, trust in yourself, and believe in yourself if you want others to believe in you. Solve your problems using the skills you've gained here at the university. If you're going to walk into a meeting anywhere with a problem, no matter what you end up doing, also walk in with some solutions. Don't just show up with the problem. Nothing is more valuable if you're on a team than to help solve those problems. The parents will all know what I mean here. Maintain your integrity at any cost. You are going to have to like that person who you're looking at in the mirror over your years in your career. And there will be some tough calls that you will have to make. Just remember to respect yourself if you want others to respect you. And remember to respect your rivals. You know, competition's a fantastic thing. Tough competition's fair and great, provided you always play by the rules. We actually partnered with our competitor Rogers to keep Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment in Canadian ownership hands. You know, and people always wondered why did we make that all happen, but it really is working respectively with a competitor. Most of our competitors have all supported Bell Let's Talk. So it's a true honor to be alongside all of you today and share today. You've benefited from an incredible education, and as I've come to know today, such a beautiful campus. And of course, a team that you're sitting with will be so critical to you going forward. And so to conclude, I just want you in on one little private secret. When I played basketball, and I did here in Peterborough, I did in high school, and I played later in university, I dreamed of becoming Dr. J. That was someone who was known as Julius Erving, the Philadelphia 76ers. He would be today's LeBron James. Well, I didn't get Dr. J, but I'm happy today to take on Dr. G. And to all of you, get out in the world and transform it. Doctor's orders. Thank you.